A year after returning to the soap, 35 years since she left it behind, Coronation Street's Debbie Webster has already been ruffling feathers and making her mark.
She absolutely has. Sue Devaney plays her, of course, and we can see why she's been enjoying being back.
Hello, I'm Debbie Webster.
How much did she leave you?
£200,000. I get very stressed when I find out my brother's girlfriend's been knocking off the local grease ball.
We need those houses, and you need this development as much as I do.
You're in his pocket.
We're partners!
She stitched us up.
I hate this place, this street, everything. I hate it! So, yeah, I was happy to see it crumble to the ground.
How have you come to this?
I was so scared that you'd look at me like I was a murderer, and I'm not, Kev, I am not. You won't get away with this.
I already have.
Open this door!
Is it just me? Or is the atmosphere a little frosty? Boom! I look like
A baboon!
Not a naked Kirk is something no woman should have to see. I nearly brought me dinner up when I caught sight of Dev. Courgettes will be off the menu for a while.
What a character she is. And the thing is, Sue, there was a line there, I hate this place, I hope it burns to the ground. As regards the street, you so don't hate it, you just love it, don't you?
Yeah. I don't think Debbie hates it at all. I just think she's, you know, she'd been away for a long time, and coming back, she thought, oh, look, I'm back home. And she had to look at herself, really, and think, oh, I've just been pretending that I'm somebody else all these years, and these are my roots. And sometimes when you face your past, you think, oh, it's a bit scary, that. But I think
was it a bit scary for you as an actress? You were very young when you were on the street, and there was this institution, and you were acting across from all of these legends. Have you ever been able to get rid of that feeling?
No, not really, but don't tell anybody. They'll come in and I think, oh, I've got a scene with Sue Nichols. Oh, I'm so excited.
Meanwhile, trying to be really cool about it all.
Absolutely, yeah. I just walk on all professional, then I go back to my room and just go, ooh.
And can you believe, Sue, that, you know, the storylines you've had, I mean, it's been quite some year for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's just been fantastic. I feel very blessed just to be working as a jobbing actor in, you know, and the situation that we're in as actors, performers. You know, to be given this gift of a role and to be back working with my mates in Corrie and to be given these wonderful storylines is just brilliant for me. I love it.
So what happens when you're a jobbing actor, when you're an actor on Corrie? I mean, do you have, like, a dinner time? Does a whistle blow or something at 1 o'clock and you all go to the canteen? Or what happens?
Yeah, it's the first time, like, you know, like as an actor, you never know when your next job's coming. So it's like, you know, you might be in a job for a month and then you might be, all right, I don't know what I'm doing now. But this contract is, you know that your contract's for a year and you think, oh my gosh, this is what normal people must feel like. You know, oh, I'm going to work. Oh, it's 1 o'clock, I'm having my lunch. Oh, I'm seeing my other friends. Oh, hello, friends. And then I'm going home and I'm doing my washing and my ironing, and then I'm getting in my own bed. And it's like, oh, I've never had this before.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, when you're jobbing around, you're always wondering where your next job's coming from. I totally understand that. So, great storyline at the moment, of course. You've got Nick and Leanne have bought into the business, and it's really interesting. I'm very fascinated to see where the relationship between you and Leanne goes. Two very feisty characters. You know, very reminiscent of a lot of the feisty women that we've had on Coronation Street before. Is that, do you think, what the writers are doing with these two?
You know, I just kind of get the scripts and have a look through and think, oh, brilliant, I'm working with, you know, it was Jane Danson, I'm working with Jane and, you know, I haven't worked with her before. And I think there's so many regulars in Corrie that when you get your script and you think, oh, my gosh, you know, you think you've worked with one person and then you realise, oh, I'm not working with them anymore. I'm working with Jane now. And then I might be working with Sally next week. So it's, you kind of go, oh, that's brilliant. And, you know, Jane's a brilliant actress. So to get some scenes and some stuff with Jane is brilliant. Yeah, it was sad to shoot all that stuff. And it's nice to have, you know, like there's so many like strong women on Corrie. And I love it. And I love it if I've got some scenes with bickering and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what you don't love, I want to turn my attention to fish and talk a load of old Pollocks. tell people that what's the confusion over the Pollock? Why is the Pollock caused such annoyance?
You see, people forget that Debbie started off, she made her money in property developing, not in hospitality. So she's working in hospitality. And, if somebody says, right, OK, I'm going to sell you loads of cod. Right, OK, yeah, sell me loads of cod. She don't know a cod from a pollock. So, of course, he sold her all this. The fishman, played by a wonderful actor called David. Did you see the fishman last night? I mean, it was so funny. He's like, I don't know how I'm going to do the scene with him because he put his little hat on and he stuck one of his ears out. I thought, I can't look at him like that. but yeah, she just she's got it all wrong. So they've sold a cod instead of Pollock. No, they sold a Pollock instead of cod.
And Pollock they paid cod prices, I presume, which is dearer.
Yes, absolutely. So she's fuming. Debbie's fuming.
So that's you and Leanne. That's going on with you and Leanne. But then also, she seems to be rolling the glad eye towards Ronnie, hasn't she? So we're going to have a look at Friday night's clip, and Jenny is not going to be very happy.
Bigfoot exists.
Hey, yeah, me on.
Yeah. Haven't you heard? Lives in Atlantis with Elvis. Can I get you anything else?
Oh, I don't know. More wine?
Yeah, go on. Why not? You only live once.
Another bottle of Malbec, please, Jenny.
A bottle? You will have me tiddly if you're not careful.
How dare you? I'm a gentleman.
I'll have to watch myself with this one. It's a right handful. Don't I know it?
Sort of feel I know Jenny.
We know Jenny. Yeah. If looks could kill, Sue.
I know. It was lovely. It was lovely to work with Vinta as well because, it's nice when you've got those scenes and you think, oh, she's been a bit flirty here now. It's lovely. And also, Debbie's looking around thinking, oh, who's her type on this? It's certainly not people like Kirk, is it? Or, and she say, oh, he's a businessman. Yes, I'll have a bit of that.
The other thing I love is her style. She's got a very distinctive style. That must be fun, working with the stylist and choosing her wardrobe.
Oh, it's fabulous. She's got this brilliant jumper with a leopard on that comes, a leopard all up her arm and onto her chest. And it's just great fun and choosing the jewellery and stuff. And I'm not, I'm a bit of a tomboy myself. I'm not very glamorous. So to come into work and put the full face on and the shoes and the scarves. And I've actually based Debbie on one of my friends, a dear old friend she was my tap dancing teacher. And she's the Joan Collins of Rochdale, and she always is immaculate. She's in her 80s now. I shouldn't really say that because she doesn't tell anybody her age. But yeah, she's just so glamorous and everything matches, So I've kind of taken Debbie's. Debbie's got a bit of Maureen in her.
I love it. The Joan Collins of Rochdale. Brilliant.
And so, how much more can you tell us where they're going with her, Sue?
Well, I think because it's such a. You never know until you get, it's like a block of scripts. So you can get 20 scripts in a block and then you just think, oh, that's where she's going now. And you don't really know much up front, but and I think that's what I like about it as well, because with a play or with a drama, the beginning, middle and end. And with this, you just have to roll with it, which is brilliant, actually, because you think, oh, I didn't know that about Debbie. And then you think, oh, yeah, I'll take that on board then. And, yeah, so it's great. But I think the flirting, that's something that, because something that, I would never do in a million years. She just says it as it is. And you think, oh, that's quite liberating, actually, because things that I've always wanted to say and never have.
We all need to be a bit like her, I suppose. We'd all like to be a bit like her.
Sue, lovely seeing you playing her. We're enjoying it very much. Sue, as Debbie Webster, is in Coronation Street tomorrow night at 7:30 on ITV. Pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Sue.
With you. Have a nice day.
And you.
Same
Take
to you.
care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.